Hi guys.
Hello, welcome.
Welcome to take 4 of Is it take 4 or take 3?
This is take 4 or take 5.
Actually, yeah, because we recorded this video now a couple of times. The first one it didn't actually record. The second time we recorded, but we couldn't get the file off the phone.
Yep.
The third one, we were not feeling the recording, and now is the fourth one. All right, let's do this. Hopefully we don't record the fifth one. Today's topic is...
traveling with toddlers.
Yep.
Young kids under 3, because our firstborn is already over 2. I think it's very interesting because we've now traveled a lot.
Yes.
By car, like mini trips by car, and then also now lately, the last trip that we did was by airplane.
By air, yeah. So we have a few things that we can compare.
Yeah.
Last year, where did we go last year?
Lausanne. Mm-hmm. That was the French part of Switzerland. Mm-hmm. Holland. And then Netherlands. And then, of course, shortly to my parents was just 2.5 hours. And then this year it was Paris. Austria. And then now the UK.
The UK. And eventually, end of this month,
Nigeria. Hey, my God is good. Hey,
she's very excited about it. I'm
also
very excited. The first thing they're going to buy when we get to Nigeria, what is it?
Suya.
Suya and masa.
I can't wait till. I can't. So, everybody who will see me chop this thing, just come and congratulate me.
German, pidgin, English.
I'm sorry.
Congratulate me, just add O to everything and it becomes Nigerian. All right.
Anyway.
So what's the first topic as regards traveling with kids? We're going to break this video into different sections because there's a couple of things to talk about.
Yep.
But the first topic is...
just the whole planning. Mm-hmm. Planning activities in public transport, eating out, and flying.
Yeah,
those things, how it was.
And also, the planning, also included in the planning is the packing and all the other stuff. So do we want to start with the packing?
Yeah.
Or preparation?
Oh my goodness, whoosh, Jesus! Just be prepared. Once you have little kids, little tiny kids, human beings like us. They take a lot. They're so tiny, but they take a lot of space. Oh, you need diapers. You need weapons. You need extra snacks. You need baby beds.
Like the cots, baby beds,
you need a little chair. And then you need this and that. And then extra clothes.
You need a stroller.
Oh, you need a double stroller. And then you need some toys also for entertainment. And the ball. And man, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you and break it down to you. It is not easy to say it. But people who say it's not much... I don't know how they travel, but it is a lot. Mm-hmm. You will definitely see the difference between us just having a little getaway and then, with the kids. It's just different. You pack as if you're there for a whole week or 2. There's no difference between 2 days and 2 weeks. Seriously. Because you need the same stuff. So sometimes it's just crazy. And one of the reasons why we actually bought the roof box.
Germans call it Dachbox.
Was because of that.
Yeah.
Because we just
that helped a lot, man. We're able to put a lot of our luggages in the roof box. Yeah. In the video to Paris, I showed it. Yeah. So go watch it and then you'll see it.
Check it out.
And we were able to put a lot of stuff in the roof box, and we had a lot of space in the trunk finally for our huge stroller.
Oh yeah.
To just occupy the whole
It's a double stroller,
space.
So that's another thing.
Of course. In your case, it might be different, but in our case, we had a double one. So just fit into the. So packing is a lot for, when you're packing packing for yourself or with kids, and so you probably have to pack a day before or 2 days before. I don't know.
I mostly do a list, and then I plan, and then I try to wash everything that I need, dry it, and then I try to pack 1.5 days before. I already put it down so I know what I have, and I try to plan outfits, which makes it easier then.
That's where you see the German part of her trying to plan You're part of it.
I'm very excited.
I'm grateful for that because that is not my strength. So
yeah, I'm the packer. I love I do all those organizing and
and then I help her scatter it. I need to do something for the household family.
He goes in, and I'm like in my mind, I'm like. I try to really split it into your side, my side,
Oh yeah, somebody has to.
It's like, where is it? Where is it? It's like it was just there on the right side.
I couldn't see it. Not my fault. I couldn't see it. So yeah, that was packing. Packing was the first one. Okay,
yeah.
What's the second one?
Planning in general, you can't plan. Oh my goodness. My imagination of, going to Paris, I was like, oh yeah, we're going to see all the places, sightseeing, tour. You maybe can go into little stores, boutiques, get a little coffee, be nice, be touristy and everything. Don't even go that far. Just know once you have little kids, we're talking about little kids, okay? Our son is very little. He's not even 1 yet.
The last born is not 1 yet.
The second one is 2 in some months. In August, he will be 2.5. So they're both very young and active boys. You cannot plan a whole day of activities. Just know that. You can't.
You plan one main activity and then you see how it goes.
Yes.
From there. Yeah. And then you just flow based on their
mood.
And based on also your
moods
as parents, because you might get exhausted and tired.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest source of arguments during trips could be your kids if you're not careful, if you don't observe them very carefully.
That's also where you learn a lot.
You
about
learn yourself.
As parents, you learn as a couple, you get really strong in your relationship because you learn. That's where you learn. That's why I love traveling because every time we go on travels, I feel like we come out and we have learned something. We've grown as a family, as parents in our relationship, in how we communicate, and how we are and interact and everything. So it is very exhausting. It's not like holidays and you can just chill and sleep. But
you have a good time, but I wouldn't say it's completely relaxing because of course you have responsibilities. So I think every parent understands that, and it's a phase, it's a season. So
it's really, really cool and helpful. Yeah. But besides that, you can't plan everything in one day. You plan one thing and then you check. And then be sure, try to find out where you have playgrounds, where you have food, where you can eat, because happy kids, happy life is just what it is. Yeah. Try to have a lot of snacks with you. Try to keep it easy and chill, because if you chilled, they're chilled. If you stressed, they're stressed. Yeah. And they can sense that too. So it really helps when you chilled and you plan just one thing and then that's it.
Also, deciding on what public spaces to go to is very important, that you think about those spaces that are kid friendly, that have access to ramps or lifts or things that make it easier for you, especially when you have strollers.
Which we come to the next part. Transportation.
Hey. Yeah, that's and so we're gonna make just 2 major comparisons between France and England, so Paris and London. And so the main difference between Paris and London as regards transportation and children friendliness, or
disabled,
where it was easy, for people with kids or disabled people, what would you say about that?
So because I went to London before and I knew that it was they had elevators and lifts and it was a little bit more easier there. So I thought that would be the same in Paris. So I took that over and I was putting it out there for my husband.
And she sold Paris, man.
I sold Paris.
It's going to be easy peasy. It's going to be fine and everything.
It's going to be so cool.
They're going to have lifts everywhere. It's going to be so... We're going to take public transportation. Let's not use our car. It's going to be fun with... Yes.
What we ended up doing is carrying down the staircases, our stroller with our heavy kids inside, carrying up the stairs with the stroller.
Wait, I don't think you... No, let me explain. Guys, long list of stairs. Picture it with me, okay? Just come into my world and feel my pain right now. After I've been sold this perfect trip. So we get
It
there.
was fine though.
My friend, let me explain my pain. Okay, guys, feel my pain. Okay, I couldn't vent to anybody. This is my therapy right now. Listen. So long list of stairs, like a couple of them, and then we discover that, contrary to what my beloved wife thought, there were no elevators, and so we had to take the stroller, double stroller with 2 heavy kids on it, and climb down the stairs.
The stroller in itself was already like 10 kilos.
Thank you for adding that. Not once, a couple of stairs in different places. And then we ended up in a train that was packed, and so we couldn't sit. So we had to stand. Actually, we couldn't take one of the trains because it was already full. People were so full that they were pressing against the door. In my
We're
mind,
looking at each other and we're like, there's no way that we're able to go into that train. We will push the people out of the other door on the other side.
we're waiting for this train, and then we see the train open, and we see this guy at the door, almost like, you guys want to come? I look at my wife. We're like,
It's fine. People.
we're not in a hurry. And then I look at my wife, I'm like, yeah, it was going to be very fun. Very fun. And then the next one came, we entered that one. It was full, but we had no choice. But we had space in there to stand.
At least we were able to fit in.
Yeah, we were able to fit. That was also, that's also something. And then the kids were restless for a bit, and but yeah, that you should put that into consideration. On the contrary, in the UK,
so smooth, easy peasy. I would say it was easy peasy.
for me too.
I would definitely say it was easy peasy.
In comparison to Paris.
So friendly. People would come and help.
They did also.
They did that
yeah,
in Paris.
Definitely. People were quite friendly. They would come to help before you asked.
Although you don't even speak the same language.
Yeah.
They would come up and really try to, help. But it was just different. Just the fact that they had like way more. I felt like it was more modern, maybe.
Definitely. Definitely. Like a lot of things were more modern.
Modern. They would, have people around to ask for directions, would help you and show. You would have so many signs where the elevator was and the lift is and the staircases and the exit and everything. Like it was so much easier in the whole process. So.
It also helped that the language was English.
Yes, it did help a lot. And that's one thing. It's hard when you go to another country and you don't speak it fluently. I speak very little French.
And I speak very nothing French.
So it doesn't really help. In England, it was easy because once you put it into Google, and you would try to check for the train, they would tell you the accessibility of, strollers and stuff like that. But also if it is busy time or not busy time.
Yes.
So if there are a lot of people or not a lot of people, which was really cool. I loved it. But that didn't exist in France.
Yes.
They wouldn't tell me that on Google.
I don't like taking public transportation, but in the UK, I could imagine doing that. Yeah. Mostly I like to drive. And we've been driving this past trips to different the different EU countries. And but the UK was nice with the public transportation. I still like to drive my car anyway because I like the freedom and my space. So, but yeah, that was nice. I mean, there are places you can go with your car. You have to fly to. Yeah. But the good thing about traveling within Europe is that to most places, you could drive if you want to.
Definitely. How was the flying experience?
I will leave that to you. How was it?
He's still mad. He's still mad at the company that we flew with. The
company's name is called Ryanair. What the company?
Do we want to put it out there?
Yes. Just so you know, in case you fly. I mean, they're cheaper, so it's still good to fly with them. But man, the delay, how many hours?
We had over 5 to 6 hours delay on the flight to the UK.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Which was very, very, very annoying.
Very hectic.
We missed a whole day because of that. We could have settled and do a lot of stuff still on that day. So because of that, we were just able to arrive very late in the evening.
Which made the kids
very tired.
Very exhausted and very tired.
on top of it, then one of our kids actually got fever and got sick and fell and all that stuff. So like that was just adding to all of this. So it wasn't really a lot of fun. But in general, everybody was telling us, don't take the stroller, the double stroller, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be too heavy, blah, 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 blah. We were so happy that we had that stroller with us. So happy. It was really good. Of course, sometimes you have to think about the stroller and, where is it and whatever. But the stroller was really good that we had it with us. We could put our bags on it. Even the kids could sleep if they want to sleep. They could sit in it. We were able to just put them in, go to the gate, and that was it. Mm-hmm. Even the way actually back, in Stansted airport, it is huge. It's a huge airport. So if we would have had to walk all the way with one in the carrier and the one walking, that would have been too much. Very hectic, and it would have ended up a lot of cry and stuff like that. So for our kids, I don't know for everybody if it works for everybody, but for our kids, that was the best solution, and for us.
And so if you're thinking about how to be with a stroller, if you've never traveled before with a kid, it's easy. You take a stroller, you're allowed to actually check it in. They'll put like a tag around your stroller, and then you can push your stroller right to the plane, give it away, and then climb or get on the plane. That was really easy. Yes. We were very happy about that. So, and the trip back was not that bad. It was okay. The kids were crying quite a bit on the way back. Not just our kids.
It was a kid in front of us that actually made our kids cry.
A baby yelling, and then our kids, and the spirit of generosity and teamwork also responded to the cry. So it was a fun trip back. So that was it with transportation. Any other thing you want to add? I think transportation?
Tips is just that have a lot of snacks with you and some special toys that they can play with, and just bring a lot of grace and patience with you. Whew. Because you will need that. It's not easy, but they will get used to it. And I think it's something that you plant into your kids, and it's very good for them. They will see and they will experience new things, which is always good for them. If kids can travel, it will open up their minds and the way of thinking and the way of responding to stress and to different situations, because you will experience different situations.
Can I say that we've done more trips?
Yeah.
Now that we have kids, than we did before we had kids.
Yeah.
Because we're
busy
with a lot of stuff.
Settling and all that stuff.
So,
But that was part one.
Part one of this. We're going to actually do all the parts in the same outfit, in case you're wondering. But then we're just going to cut them and
Because we'll see part two.
So stay tuned for the next. What's the next topic?
Part two. It's going to be about interracial, racial experiences
while traveling,
and then breastfeeding and parenting, parenthood.
All right.
In public.
Stay tuned, guys, and we'll see you in the next
part. Hit the
like
button and subscribe if you haven't done that yet.
Do that.
And share. Baby, share.
Bye.
Bye.